A začínáme přesně v té vteřině, co jsme skončili v minulém díle. Jo, nice. A pokud chcete připomenout, a jestli je to pro vás dlouhá doba, jdeme si promluvit s Varletem a jdeme Elitiu. Jdeme zprovoznit Elitiu, nebo najít Elitiu. A budou nám tady pomáhat Varle s Edlandem, takže jdeme na to.
You ready to head out?
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Yep. Jaká to náhoda. Ty vole.
Well, that takes the keg.
Takže nakonec to jsou zenitové. Je to past.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Huh. Jde. Ale pěkně dostala. Ježibaba.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. but I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Varle. Hej. Málem bych to tady úplně nechal. To je hustý. Tolik surovin. No, to je furt horké. Co jsi zjistil?
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Erlen zase do prdele. Ten dostal guard duty. To je smutný. Náš milovaný Erlen.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
No, to musíme zjistit.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Whoa.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Vypadá spíš jak nějaký meč.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another far zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they for?
Remember when I told you I was made, not born?
I wonder what they were doing.
This is how.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This place keeps on going. We better check in that room. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the dawn and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
"236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve."
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Nothing. "236
containers in storage. Please enter the container.
How about this?
Empty again.
Oh yeah.
236 containers.
Okay, let's try this.
Co když nějaký bude plný?
Nothing. What about that number in the distress signal?
Jo, vydrž. Já si jenom něco rychlosti tak najdu. Já si tak rychlaju. Aha, to je chytrý. No nic, tak jo, tak není nic, no.
136 containers in storage.
Is that a body? What?
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Oh,
But at least they have
shit.
the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Well, that sucks.
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Oh, that will be.
Here it comes!
Už! Do prdele.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Ale ne. Aua.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick.
Oh, super. To mám 3krát, paráda. Miss. Šmejde. Jo. Tady máš. Na srdci. Nádher. Peck. Pojď si pro mě. Co? Bojíš se? Ups. No pojď. Nejseš tak děsivej, co? Tak jo. Jdu si pro tebe. Yes.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Dobré, takže jsou špatní vůči kyselině. To se mi hodí. Takže toho vyrobím trošku víc. Tak. A jdu pomoct Erlandovi. Ty vole, Zenitové mají už 3 pod úrovně, nebo pod něco. Artemidu, Eutii a Paul říkal...
Just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Kurva, kam to jdu? Kudy z nudy? Už jdu, Erlande. Proč to vždycky musí být von? Už tak je to takovej chudák.
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Já se snažím, to je moc daleko.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
Už běžím. Připravím si šipy. Už jsem zde.
Aaron, I'm here.
Co je? Tohle.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Sector's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield. Need to sneak around a little bit. Heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre. Shield's down! It's on the move!
Au, co to bylo? Ty vole, dobře. Dobře. Jo, Erlande, běž do ní. Hezky. Drsné.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Jak snesl z toho útesu.
If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. Just what I needed.
Ty vole.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
Co se stalo?
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest? Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2 of me now.
Right, there's 2 of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but
Rolande miláček, to je fakt typek prostě.
did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
To rád slyším.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Tak jo, Zoe.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. It's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom.
Tak jo, kde je naše?
We've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Ty jo, to je víc než moc. Tak, kam jsme ji teda dali?
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Farzena's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup. Like a color.
Kde je naše? Kde je náš klon?
As it does to my people and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is. That's all.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
To je dobře, ale pořád jsem nenašel ty naše...
Regala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving. Back in the Sacred Lands. So many lives wasted. And for what?
Je tohle ošetřovna?
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
Jo. Hej, Varle.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand. Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant. Is there anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth, for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
Huh.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbaina long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
Husina z toho úplně. Co to sakra?
Their focuses to send all kinds of messages back in the day.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. But if you need anything, just let me know.
How's everyone dealing with beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone's settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. I see everyone's...
Says a home... I asked Aaron...
Still, it's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. I should get...
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
To je týpek. Prostě chcete lepší prostě lidi kolem sebe, než tady tíhle ty 3. Hey, Gaia.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of someone's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
O, tak co mi zbývá s tebou, že?
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
Fajne, no ní. Toho máme zase strašně moc těch věcí. Základna se začíná plnit. Úkolů nám přibylo. Tak dáme si cool root. Podíváme se, co tady máme za úkoly v dálce. Já hádám, že Poseidon mi dá něco, s čím můžu plavat do těch hlubin. Což by bylo fajn. A kde jsou ty úkoly vedlejších, sakra? Tady jsou nějak. Potřeba vědět, v stánách v Osrámském táboře. Still Sense dík Telnekovi. Souřadnice Poseidona. A nevím, co znamená. No, dobré. Jdem na to.
She's with us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Akaro and Marshal Katalo await you within.
Jo, to je dobré vědět.
The cool route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hikaro's throne. And Ether. Are you the only...
Oh, no. They spread the word?
Will the new voices...
I don't know much. So
The locator...
you're lucky that the...
Hey.
I'm sure I can...
Já nevím, za co to mám vyměnit. Jako jsou to asi hezké věci, ale... Já nepotřebuji. Někdy příště. Zatím nepotřebuji. Tam je nějaký otazník, kurník.
Well met, Aloy. I was hoping we'd run into each other again after the flood and Bleeding Mark.
Natika. So you did it. You're part of the Chief's Guard now.
It wasn't an easy choice, but yes. After you left, we laid Kent up to rest, and I thought about what he said. He served his clan, his tribe, as best as he could. I have to do the same.
I'm sure he'd be proud.
And he'd reprimand me for allowing myself to be distracted.
Can't have that.
Thank you again, Aloy. Strike true as the 10.
To bylo všecko? OK. Tak jo, jdem na cool route. Když si nejsem
The chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
Yeah. Arena.
This must lead to the arena.
Hele. Nová věc.
It's another part of the ruins. Turned into a fighting ring. This could be useful.
Hey.
Aloy. It seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heal. Literally.
Katalo helped.
Yes. Tekote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Katalo.
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regala means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
You will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
The grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the 10. Their deeds commemorated for eternity.
Sacrifice?
The visions tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the cool route where they fell.
Zajímavé.
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief, where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
If it comes to that, the defenses will hold.
Tyjo, ty jsi nějaký sebejistý.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Dekka at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders. Strike true as the 10. I'll see you when this is done.
On má tak dobrého dabéra.
No lowland.
You're watching history, Outlander.
Poslední šance by se vylepšit, hádám. Sakra. To nevyšlo. Co je? Kde jsem zase získal tohle? To je ještě horší. No to určitě, jo. Jako je to dobrá zbroje, ale sakra. Tady tahle je dobrá. Tady tahle je hodně dobrá, no. Ale bohužel strašně drahá. Nevadí. Vyrobíme nějaké pasti. Proti možná strojům budu potřebovat pár těch. Máme ji taky nějakou elektrickou. Dobré. Musí stačit. Výroba munice. Asi vylepšíme bodce. Tak. Jdem na to.
That lowlander clear Hikaru isn't afraid of Regala, but perhaps he should be.
The Memorial Grove will not fall.
May we all fight with your skill,
Take more than
Outlander.
courage to prevail today.
Miss Kote. Miss Thugs, of course.
May your blade be bright. Look, Mama.
You look well.
Easterner.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
Ty vole, vidím
I'd
úplně
save
hovno
my
přes.
spear for Regala's troops, if I were you.
Ty vole, dobrá, Eloy.
Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of the stretch.
And look, we are not alone in this fight.
Hej. Jak se tam dostanu nahoru? Mám tu nastavit pasti. Ale jo, nějaké tu dám. Kdyby náhodou. Doufám, že jako nevypotřebuju zbytečně, ale...
Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regala may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Thunder! The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did and seize your glory.
Tak jo. No. Rychle. Kde to je? Kde to je? Tady? Stojí mi stejně. Nejsem si jistý, ale... Ne. Ne. Přeživší to není. Tady. Kde to je? No dobré, vylepším tohle. To je jedno tak.
Defend the cool route.
Aua. I'm trying. Oh. Ty vole. Hey, ty. Ale ne. Snažím se. Jo. To byla moje past. Kde ještě kdo bojuje? Dobré. Stroje jsou asi dál.
There. What is that?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Hold the defenses! Go!
Co je to? Ty vole. Tak tohle jsem nečekal. Ale ne.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing close, open fire! Hey! That's right, over here, you big worm!
Haha, Aloy, sakra.
Hopefully the Demon can fire a few shots from that ballista.
OK. Takže oheň, jo? Aha, mám dost. Au. OK. Nevadí. To je ta obrovská díra. Ty vole, ten blbne. To se ti nelíbí, co? Tak, střílej! To bylo nějaké zagličované teďko? Hádám.
Finally. I hate those things. Regala were after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get to them.
Champion! Get to the chief!
Go! Get to the chief!
Sakra.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hekarro will be run red.
Už nemáš nic? Bez tak už nemá nic.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
To je zajímavé, že se tomu nic nestalo.
This is it. Either's below. What was this place? There. That console.
Holy shit. Holy Marjan Joseph. That's some kind of service. Alright then.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Aether's subordinate function to original code.
Got it.
Let's
get this
go.
back to Gaia.
No, to bychom měli. Kulurut splněn. I co znamená tady toto, kurňa?
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the 10 are now clear to us. Here, this must be the vision that Chief Hekarro saw years ago. All of the visions are changed. And this one just arrived. The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hekarro.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms norms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Wow.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Varl, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
On it.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
Ty vole, yes! Ty vole, konečně to dostává úplně takový ten drive dopředu.
I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms too. Might be worth checking out.
Zase projít všechny hologramy, ty vole.
What it must have been like.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest. Whether at home or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the
think any of them are worthy marshals?
by mud and darkness.
Will Regala attack today?
For their enemies.
Or is it all a ruse?
That was quite a bump.
You up for a game of strike later?
Okay.
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines.
In the name of the 10.
Observe the grid of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
Hustý. To je super.
Aloy, a word, if you
Out in
will?
the field or relaxing at base, Joint Task Force 10 acted as one. Led by Colonel Edward de la Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always honed for battle. Meals, ink, bruises.
Aloy,
These daredevils of the sky
do you have a
shared it
moment?
all.
Hustý.
Blood of the 10, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor.
Of course, my favorite.
My grandson, Cavo.
Parrot.
He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us.
Jasně, papuchalku, přidej to na můj list vedlejších úkolů.
I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
Jo, takhle.
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
Jo, jasně. Měj se. Hey.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Dekka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
Jasně, připište to taky na můj vedlejší ten.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory, not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Jasně. Připište to na další ten můj vedlejších úkolů. Mám jich už fakt hodně. Hele, to je nový. To je nový. Wait.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback. And I think I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy.
If they can't face these machines,
Kuchař. Ode mnou je lektvarista. Tak, obchodníku. Ukaž mi, co máš. Nic moc. Sakra. Pěkně. No, ty nic nemáš dobrého, takže si nakašli. Ty taky nemáš nic dobrého. Ano, každý ten tady nemůže mít všechno. To je zrovna jeden špatný obchod. Ach jo. Ty vole, tady toho je těch úkolů. Já z toho zešílím. To je strašný. Kolik jsem toho otevřel. Co je to ohniště tady? To chci vidět.
This is where Zoe said we'd find the Grimhorns she needs parts from to heal Plainsong's land gods. I should let her know I'm here.
Ne, sorry, teď fakt ne, teď jenom odevzdám ten úkol a... Radši rychle odevzdám úkol a jdem spát, protože už jsou 4 hodiny ráno a já toho mám ještě hodně. Tak jo. Jdem na to. Hej. Vy jste se tady nějak sakra zabydleli? No. Fajně.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the zeniths.
Can't wait.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms, like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those holos.
Yeah.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Catalo's a broody fella. You do know the cards just say these Tanakh drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
Já toho Erlanda mám rád.
I better get going.
All right. I'll be here if you need me.
Já Erlanda mám rád, to je týpek.
Aloy, you found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
2 down,
Yep.
1 to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Have you met Katalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Ja, tak trošku.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's got a dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that sub-function to deliver.
Ty vole, tady to vypadá úplně šíleně. Co tam zase máš za otazník?
Yeah?
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. I made about... How does anyone...
From the looks?
Yeah.
Just... I should go.
Yeah, come back.
Ach jo. Kde jsou všichni?
Is this a piece from the bulwark? Katalo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Dakota in his place. One of Studious Fuadis's many scrolls. It's a pain getting him to bear. Still, he didn't deserve it.
Tady se udělal bordel. Hej se, nebyl jsem tady jenom chvilku.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Do parčic. Ale já to asi nechci rozebírat, to je na dlouho.
I should get going.
Back to my training then.
Já si to asi rozeberu někdy potom, možná v dalším díle, teďkom fakt na to nemám náladu, tyko. Tolik zase bych to musel, kam teď mám jít tam. Gaia, I have another.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered ether.
Want to go?
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it.
Sí, boy.
Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
How's Katalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Super.
I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Tak to bylo rychlý. No, já nevím, jako já to potřebuji ukončit, ale mi to nedá.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it when you dropped off all that ale.
Oh. Hope it didn't get stained.
No, já myslím, že to tady asi ukončím. Je to super, že konečně jsme takhle se vylepšili. Ještě se budu podívat, co je ta místnost otevřená, kterou jsme otevřeli. Punk nějak nejde. A se můžu podívat, jestli tady náhodou. Co ještě? Nope. Dobré, takže kde je ta místnost? Tahle? Ne. Tahle už byla otevřená. Tady je Vadl.
Looks like I can open that door now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, Control Center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
Hezky.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Hezky. To je něco prozový. No. A zapomněl rozsekávat ty že? No to je jedno. Tady se rozloučíme v našem pokoji a v dalším díle se opět shledáme u nevím jakého dílu, 12. a přeji hezký zbytek večera a ahoj.